think that the fact that there are so many other channels like Bloomberg and the social media means that, in effect, if somebody wants to go negative, it's, I think, sort of a tribute to my wife that it all happened now. 90% of what anybody complained about now was known about when she ran before, and no one went after the foundation, at least not to this extent. And I think in the end, the foundation will stand or fall on the work it does.
I got to tell you, I just think something's missing there. He's just not explaining himself correctly. He's not forceful. His answers are vague and unimpressive. He's not the same Bill Clinton. I mean, none of us are the same, but anyway, joining us now is Sarah Westwood, Watchdog Reporter for the Washington Examiner, and she has just an unbelievably stunning report about the Clinton Foundation and what they're up to with a bribery problem and a Nigerian businessman, and plus the accusations that Hillary's office workers or officials, I guess, cut criticisms out of the State Department reports about the Clinton Foundation. You gotta, like, every day it's more, Sarah, but these last two seem to be really huge.
Definitely. The first one talking about some of the top Clinton Foundation donors, even one on their board of trustees, having been accused of international bribery in the past. One of them was indicted in the Halliburton scandal. Another one was arrested for his role in bribing the government of Bahrain. And then you're seeing that Hillary Clinton's officials, one of whom at least is still at the State Department, were interfering in investigations of wrongdoing on behalf of some pretty high-level people, ambassadors included, and they were pressuring the Inspector General to remove damning passages from his reports, which we now know that he did. It just shows that this culture of secrecy and non-transparency that the Clintons are known for pervaded at the State Department while Hillary Clinton was there. It
is amazing. Let me ask you, before we get to more of this, let me ask you to weigh in on when you listen to Bill Clinton talk. He said this before, that 90% of what's known about Hillary now was known then, like 4 years ago. No, she was Secretary of State. Everything that the people are talking about now, whether it's the emails, whether it's the contributions to the Clinton Foundation while she was Secretary of State, whether it's conflict of interest or quid pro quo, it's all new stuff since the last time she ran. I just think he's sounding tired, he's sounding old, and he's not very Clinton-like anymore.
Well, I can't really comment on how Clinton-like or not Clinton-like he is, because, I wasn't covering him during his heyday, but now you're exactly right. He is denying the main crux of what everyone is criticizing, which is the fact that there were real and perceived conflicts of interest when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. Pretty much everything that has come out in the past few months is new. None of these conflicts mattered while she was just running for president. I mean, they would have become campaign fodder had she become the nominee in 2008, but she didn't. It didn't matter that foreign entities were donating to the Clinton Foundation when she wasn't in a cabinet position, because they wouldn't have posed any conflicts of interest. But when she was the nation's chief diplomat, it certainly had relevance, and new relevance, since 2008.
All right, if a Republican candidate goes to speak at a university whose major donor once said blah, 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 all of a sudden that Republican candidate has to answer for the donor who said blah, blah, blah. When do you believe, if ever, and I know it's a rhetorical question of sorts, will the media ever start holding the Clintons to the same standard with the bribery and the conflict of interest and the taking money from an African church that calls gays demons? I mean, when?
I think it's a question that a lot of reporters are asking frustratedly now, because it seems like a lot of pretty weighty allegations have come out in the past few weeks and months, some of them that probably deserve some looking into by someone with subpoena power, and you don't see that happening. And on the flip side, you don't even see Hillary Clinton coming out and addressing these allegations head on. Right. Even when she has talked to reporters, her answers haven't been particularly substantive. Nope. So it's definitely something that, as we move forward, reporters, at least in the public as well. I
got an answer for it. We have to get you, Sarah, subpoena power. Then we'll be saved. Listen, keep up the great work. We'll speak to you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Up next, Give Me Five, but first, Daily Wrap co-host Joe Concha joins us to give us a preview of tonight's Daily Wrap, which, of course, follows my show Don't go away.
Coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and 2 p.m. in Hawaii on the Daily Wrap, President Obama making a bid to diversify wealthy neighborhoods. Hillary Clinton set to unveil her economic agenda, but can she shake the Clintons' new elitist image? We discuss. And ISIS claims another victim. Find out how rival terror group Al-Qaeda is on the verge of bankruptcy. And George Clooney may be responsible for the biggest summer blockbuster bust of all time. Are big budget action films actually dying off? We debate all of that with Ellis Hannigan, Amy Holmes, Carl Higbee. Great panel tonight. That's the Daily Wrap tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.